it's time to get it lit. We got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the...
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Love. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love, and he slings one that's incomplete. Kenny Golladay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go, V, let's go.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And some room to maneuver. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That good for 19 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ready. Go to base. Mike 34. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Check Mike 34. Mike 34. Not here. Mike 34. Scoop.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Big stop, let's go.
Looking to throw. Love. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Set. 10 Tucson. Come on. Fofo to Mike. Mike Fofo. Go. Bravo. Go.
On 1st and 10, Love. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Let's go.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. They'll buy some time right. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll look to run with Freeman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1.
The tackle made by Stephon Gilmore. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shift. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Watch the curl.
First and 10.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Set back. Good team on it. Good team on it. Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Mike's home. It's 50.
Now on 2nd and 16, Jackson, and his throw here is incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I got wide.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Von Miller in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. A give to Michel running right. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty, Michel. He finds some open field here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run it. This is Michel. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. I got one. Hey, 50.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. He got 29 yards that time. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
You go tight. You got this one. You got tight right there. Wahoo. Mike 50. Double dog. Gotta go.
Now Jackson steps away to his left. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best run.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Hey, hold on. Oh, here we go. Oh.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Here we go.
Under 50. Max box. Right.
Jackson now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Switch.
Hatchet.
Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Mike spoke well. And it's 44 to Mike. 44 to go.
Back to throw. Love. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the slant. 50.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Here we go.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Screen.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check up.
Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we're in halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And it's Michel once again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. Stop 60 yards. 50. Use it.
You ain't got nothing. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julio Jones. 76 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Anthony Walker, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Push him back.
This is Freeman. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Love. Out to the right here to Shepard. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Michel. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
We don't want this.
On third down, Jackson. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
Whip. Watch the 50, Mike, 50. He don't know no better. Mike, 50, Mike.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground. Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Love. Looking for Shepard deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
At the 45-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. New England on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Let's go, D.
Shift.
From the gun, Jackson. He may try and run for this. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
On first down, Michelle. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now Jackson operating from the gun. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
That's another Patriots first down.
To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
He's coming in motion. Hey, go. Mike's 50.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mike 50. Hey, come on out here.
Go.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Yeah.
He don't want it.
Hey, check.
Again, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
51, Mike. Mike 51. 3 buzz. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
We got Hayward. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Jackson will throw again. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead extends. It's 15-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. Dancing to his left. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Go, go.
Mike, check 33. 33.
Go.
Looking to throw. Love. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw again. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 33. 33.
I'm on. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Ricky.
Back to throw. Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Mike, Charlie. 33.
I'm coming after you.
On 4th down, Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Joejuan Williams. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Love. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Throwing on first down. Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 6 yards. It's a party now. It's a party now. Check 43. Yeah.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Delta.
Throwing again. Love. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.